Hi, my name is Kayla Becker, and I'm a freshman electrical engineering student at Georgia Tech. I just want to talk about why I chose signal processing, what excites me about it the most, and some applications that really kind of broaden my understanding of electrical engineering and get me excited to work in the industry. So, to kind of explain why I chose signal processing, you kind of have to go back like a lot of years. I grew up playing video games, and that kind of just brought me close to family, close to friends, and really made connections. And I just absolutely fell in love with electronics from this. I built PC in middle school. I've always been interested in computing hardware and kind of how can we take our data and make it into a device. And something about signal processing, right, is it kind of deals with taking our real world and putting it into data. Like, for example, like Waymos, like they're driving around the streets, you have the how far away is the car in front of you? Like, do I need to take a right turn here, left turn, like the fastest way to get there? And just all of that being encompassed into the one system really excites me and makes me want to learn more. Um, what I've learned so far as a freshman is honestly not much. But what I have done outside of class is really what has furthered my understanding of signal processing. I worked on a DTMF decoder, which is basically taking the frequencies in the phone dial and kind of determining what phone number you're dialing, like the interval space between um, the digits, and also how can we separate noise from our signal. And that was something that I found really hard to understand, but I find that things that challenge me are really what I am passionate about. um, some other applications that are really exciting to me are mostly consumer electronics. Like, as I said, I loved playing video games, but besides just computer parts, there's also like, oh, like TV remote and just almost on most devices that you can buy, they do have these processing chips. So it's really important to understand how can we take our data and kind of understand our real world, but also manipulate it, right? There's filtering, like getting rid of the noise that's filtering, and kind of how can we verify what we're reading. Another kind of cool thing about this thread is it's not necessarily straight one discipline, right? And there's a lot of math involved because of just the nature of signal processing, but you also have data analytics, right? What is my data? How can I interpret it? And making decisions based off the data that we have. CS is very big in this thread, right? Machine learning, and how can we take our data and improve our model and understand what's happening around us. And even hardware, right? Processing chips, digital and analog. But most of the focus we have here at Tech is digital because it's very useful to understand digital signal processing because that is how our electronics are moving as a society. So it's really interesting to see that. And just as a close off to this, I'll list some more applications that I haven't previously listed to kind of excite, hopefully, you in learning more about signal processing. There are like stock markets. I have a really good friend who is extremely interested in going to the stock market, and he uses these topics to understand how stocks are going to rise and fall and trade. There's also wireless communications like radio, and as I've used in my project, just a simple microcontroller. Our phones also use signal processing with images and compression and audio. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope I excited you to learn more about signal processing.